The Livestrong Foundation was founded in 1997 by Lance Armstrong after his cancer diagnosis. The foundation was originally founded under the name the Lance Armstrong Foundation, but after Lance's scandal, it became known as the Livestrong Foundation. They have served millions of people affected by cancer by supporting them financially, emotionally, and physically. In 2004, the foundation began their partnership with Nike to create the Livestrong wristbands. There have been over 80 million wristbands sold for $1 apiece. The Livestrong bands were the first time someone could really get involved with an organization. For just $1, the public could support people affected with cancer and join the massive Livestrong movement. Of the many wristbands, some of those were even worn by celebrities. Lance Armstrong was the founder, and with his biking talents and high status in the world of sports, created a sense of strength while wearing the bands. He was seen as a hero. President Bill Clinton was seen wearing the bands, along with John Kerry and George Bush during the presidential campaign, as well as actor Matt Damon. With the streets of Hollywood being filled with yellow bands, the popularity increased across the nation.
The silicone wristbands started to become overexposed after the Armstrong push with the yellow wristbands. After the scandal with Lance, many other organizations started using other colors to represent other diseases. The pink bracelets, for example, became popular for breast cancer, and then the blue bands for prostate cancer continued the trend. Now the entire color spectrum suddenly became too small for the flood of diseases. The bracelets were also a very fashionable fad. The fad might be fading on representing a cause or disease, but a new effective and inexpensive mainstay has taken its place, the custom silicone wristbands. These types of wristbands allow the customer to put whatever they want on the wristband, and they are being able to be adopted by small nonprofit organizations, large corporations, and everything in between as a powerful tool for spreading their message to the public, promoting their brand, and announcing new products. These bands are becoming a walking billboard item for these types of organizations. Over the years, Lance Armstrong was accused for doping and cheating, and he denied every accusation, even under oath. However, in October 2012, the USADA found him guilty for doping and stripped him from his titles. And he also was banned for life from any official sporting competition. He also lost all his sponsors. When Armstrong admitted to all of it, the foundation went down with him. Tweets trended all over the world. The catchphrases #Livestrong were altered, and people were tweeting #Livestrong and #LiveWrong. The foundation was not expected to live after the scandal. The foundation was accused of being created only to benefit Armstrong himself. Many people wanted their donations back, and like most charities, refunds are not offered on donations. However, the foundation's CEO claims that a small, tiny percentage of people want their money back. After Armstrong was condemned for doping, lying, and cheating, the foundation found itself on a mission to survive. The Livestrong Foundation implanted a crisis communication plan to disassociate its image from the image of its founder and reposition its brand on the people and causes it serves. In 2013, the Livestrong Foundation ran into another crisis with their relationship with Sporting Kansas City Club. The Sporting Club claimed the foundation was using aggressive tactics to force them into an unsatisfactory arrangement. Therefore, the Sporting Park terminated their agreement with Livestrong and changed the park name from Livestrong Park to Sporting Park. Although the crisis with Sporting Club came to an end along with their relationship with the club, the foundation is still living with the Armstrong crisis. However, the foundation has been able to keep most of its corporate partners and is going to serve more people than ever in 2013.
Doug Ullman remembers the day that everything went south. Ullman, CEO and president of the Livestrong Foundation, had just received the inevitable news he had been dreading for months. The United States Anti-Doping Agency's long-awaited report, which concluded once and for all that Lance Armstrong was guilty of doping during his legendary cycling career. Ullman had believed his good friend's declarations of innocence over the years, believed them, some would argue, to the point of denial. But now, there was no more hiding. Now, Livestrong needs to find an identity and a path forward as a cancer charity that doesn't fund cancer research. And without its founder, who is no longer affiliated with the organization, the charity's mission is to help cancer survivors with programs that have improved the lives of over 2.5 million people. Since late 2012, the once high-flying charity, which has raised over some $500 million over the years to help patients, caretakers, and survivors get access to such services as fertility preservation, clinical trial matching, and insurance assistance, has lost its step. Revenue fell to $38.1 million in 2012 from $46.8 million the previous year, and continued to fall throughout 2013. Last year, 13 of Livestrong's 100 employees resigned, but Ullman has been dreaming up a new future for the foundation, one in which is not bigger and grander, but smaller, humbler, and focused purely on the cancer survivors for whom it was founded. Livestrong might never be what it once was, but it could be something different, and maybe even something stronger. Today, Ullman is pulling back the curtain on its strategy going forward. Step 1 in that strategy: be realistic. Beyond its direct services, Livestrong also lobbies the government, conducts research on survivors, and funds smaller nonprofits like Camp Kism, a camp for kids whose parents have or died from cancer. To survive in a post-Armstrong reality, the foundation has to learn to do more with less. 7 programs have been cut already this year. Ullman expects that to drop at least 10 more. The good news, however, is that Livestrong has an astonishing $107 million in assets, a figure so large critics have pounced on Livestrong for stashing it away. Now, that decision looks like a blessing in disguise. Despite these promising signs, there are still plenty of open questions in Livestrong's future. My biggest fear, Ullman confesses, is that people internally will always compare us to the past, and I don't think that's a fair comparison. It's never going to be the same, he says. In the future, could it be better? It could be.
The issue life cycle of the Livestrong Foundation began with the potential stage when Lance was accused of doping. It hit the imminent stage when it was legitimized and evidence came out that he was in fact doping, which led to his trial. It reached the current stage when Lance admitted to his wrongdoing and people began to take sides. Some stuck with the foundation while others went to such drastic measures as cutting up the wristbands. Once a critical stage hit, the foundation removed themselves from anything having to do with Lance's career, and even changed their name from the Lance Armstrong Foundation to the Livestrong Foundation. After the crisis, the foundation was able to alter its message from funding research to focusing on the well-being and care of cancer patients.